rescue. They rescue you. What a meaning of rescue? You want to press people, you're noble. Show me the meaning of rescue. To save somebody, the meaning of rescue.
Yeah. To deliver you from something, take you from something.
So you're a poor people. Rescue me, save. But we the old people. Rescue, the meaning of rescue. That you can't help me while here.
That's the same thing.
But Jota Bagara can't tell you the water. He can't pour one making the water back to kill on money. You know they get people the pressure. Husband not working. I live in Joseph. I even made 1,000 a lot. I even made 400 a lot profit. Let me come in for children waiting for me. You are Jota Bagara. What will be our result next year? We wouldn't even 1 year. What will be our result the following year?
Okay. Thank you so much. What's your name? What's your name?
My name is Patience Mane.
Patience Mane. You sell in the market here?
Yes.
I'm selling here.
Yes.
But I'm selling it.
No market. Can't get some. I go look for an season.
You go look for the market, you see some?
I see food, call it food price. The way up, you not understand ourselves. When you go to there, you buy another price. When you come, you buy a different price. So the money I can put it back on my.
Also, the money you carry in, to the cold storage.
They put it back on my. Very rich.
How much for the face?
You buy snapper 14,000. What we used to buy 10,000, 8,000. Buying it for 14,000. One cartoon snapper 14,000. So we beg the government. We ask y'all to help us to beg our government. We say you came to rescue us. But the rescue that you're doing now, we're not understanding it. And when they pull the police on the street, our boyfriend here, they're not bringing nothing to us again. They say they can't rescue us. Why they cause a motor runner running? They want not doing the one. They are breaking the government. We the poor people, they must find place for us that we want be able to spare our clothes. They got poor people, they got rich people in the town. Some of all we not got north from the south go. And that business we do, we not understand our children run to school. Our children, when we can't sell the market, we can't make a damn. They say rescue, but we not understand the rescue team. So they were taking them from all of the street for smoking, for drugs and things. But I think you see them now. All of them turn to Zoom. They can stand and freeze.
So the drugs are to you?
It's rampant now. It's more than rampant.
Okay.
The drugs is rampant. Some of them almost 20% on the street because of Zoom.
The zombie drugs?
Yeah, the Zoom that they bring in Jota Bagara with them. Because we are trying to sell our Kush. But now that's Zoom. When he said I see that you are so sticking at it. So we asking him to please, we the parent of our boys children, we ask him to please help us to make our children to leave Zoom. Because he said he came to change things. And no change, we not understand our land. Police people getting our keke motor back, harder. Police people beating our children on the street. They say they should register, they should become go over there, go over that, everything they do. But what people are home king? That just one thing we just getting dropping like that. Tell him, 20 Napa, tell him, sorry. We're not taking somebody out for the country. So we should tell our president to help with the poor people.
Selling money, how's the business?
Who gave God a great for? You don't know what God take you for. But money ain't in the country now.
In process.
For now, if I have to tell you that before we're all there,
I'm feeling the vibes with originalhits.com.
Download every song at originalhits.com.
Don't it be the problem?
All people call you well. Some people call you Paramelis. Someone else call you Country Giant. For me, I call you Heavy Sin. Mama like me, Heavy Sin. Heavy Sin. If my girl with me, Heavy Sin. Heavy Sin. Yeah, I'm gonna Heavy Sin. Heavy Sin. People Heavy Sin. Heavy Sin. You're like Heavy Sin. Heavy Sin. You're like foot Heavy Sin. Heavy Sin. I will call you Heavy Sin. Heavy Sin. Pape, oh. Heavy Sin. Or responsible lila. man of his rod. I will always tell a thing out. I wish I were 18 to be body number 2 all the way. Mama like me right heavy sin. The man with me heavy sin. Yana born heavy sin. This stable people heavy sin. You're like heavy sin. You're like foot heavy sin. I will go in heavy sin. Pape oh.
Zekwe. CDC Zekwe.
Every sin I build the schools. Every sin I build the roads. Electricity, all the people, they be sleeping.
Hit for us the share button, man. Kindly do us a favor, hit for us the share button.
But just be focused. Every sin you are sent for heaven. The sleeping monkey them say the rose you bury in a sour.
Thank you for joining us.
For 12 years. They not pay us in sour. See the military hospital that you build, but the thing was too bad. Today from there they will put them there. But Allah, mama like be right heavy sin. The man with me heavy sin. Yana born heavy sin. This people heavy sin. You're like heavy sin. You're like foot heavy sin. I will go in heavy sin. Pape oh.
I will be coming to you shortly to ask you to renew. For a second time, the mandate that you gave me 6 years ago.
Yeah, that's it. But President, we are re-election. George Martin, we are Lord Joel Taylor. Keep on having said. Soup. Man, I will be a piece of that. See you. We are one. Number 2. We go to 7th Street. We are one. Number 2. We go to 7th Street. We are one. Number 2. We go to 7th Street. We are one. Number 2. Mama like me right heavy sin. The man with me heavy sin. Yana born heavy sin. This people heavy sin. You're like heavy sin. You're like foot heavy sin. I will go in heavy sin. Pape oh. Download your favorite song at originalhits.com.
I'm feeling the vibes with originalhits.com.
Zekwe. All right, so fellow Liberians, home and abroad, it's a privilege again that we are here, and it will always be a privilege that we have the opportunity to be in our cozy studio. Yeah, studio is very cozy. So we want to welcome each and every one of you. As usual, we ask that you hit for us the share button. Let us have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful time. I mean, a very, very wonderful time. It's going to be wonderful today. Yeah, it's going to be very wonderful. So join me. Let's have a wonderful time and let's discuss. And I want to say happy Unification Day to all Liberians. To all Liberians. I want to say happy Unification Day to all Liberians. All Liberians. Happy Unification Day to all of us. You know, today we are celebrating Unification Day. So I hope that you are having yourself a wonderful time. I hope you are having yourself a very wonderful time. Yeah. So happy Unification Day. Happy Unification Day from let me answer this. Happy Unification Day. Happy Unification Day. Yeah, let me I'm on live. Let me call you later, please. No problem. Yeah, so I want to say happy Unification Day to all of you, all of you, all of you. I want to say happy Unification Day. It's a privilege again for us to be on here. I want to thank you. As usual, we ask that you do us a favor. Hit for us the share button, share with families, share with friends, and let's all have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful time. Today we are going to be speaking logic. We're going to be speaking logic. So hit for us the share button, share with friends, share with family members, and let's all have a wonderful time. Yeah. So just hit for us the share button as we are doing. Share with friends, share with family members, and we will be good. We will be very, very good. Yeah. We'll be very good. We'll be very good. So just, hit for us the share button, please. Just hit us the share button, share with friends, share with family members, and we're going to be very good. Yeah, we're going to be very good. Thank you so much for joining us. So what we are also doing is trying to look at, uh, what we can do to be able to make sure that we we get everything set here. Yeah. Just bear with me. Okay, 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 okay. So just bear with me while we try to bring you what we are supposed to bring you. Yeah. All right. Okay. I think we are there. We are there. Again, I want to say thanks to each and every one of you for taking the time off to be here with us. We want to say thank you so much. Today, we celebrate a very important day in our history, a very important day in our lives, a very important day uh, that all Liberians should have a sober reflection on. I want to say thanks to each and every one of you and happy, happy Unification Day to all. I am going to be giving you some just surface historical context of this whole Unification Day thing, just on the surface. Yeah. And then we will discuss what we are supposed to discuss. Yeah. So please hit for us the share button. Let's share with family, let's share with friends, and we'll be good. Yeah, we'll be good. So let's first of all give you a historical context of a surface historical context of this day that we are celebrating. That is the National Unification Day. As you may be aware, President William V.S. Todman, Todman led our country from 1944 to 1971, from 44 to 71. During the leadership of President Todman, there was something that he observed. He observed something. What he observed was that there was this deep line, or there was this deep, one would say, division. Somebody else would say disparity between the indigenous and the so-called, maybe one would say, Congo people. He observed that there was this great disparity between the natives and that of those who, to some extent, have associated themselves with maybe the Congo or maybe the educated people. So he saw that there was this big division. So, as a president who wanted to bring his people together and have absolute control, he decided that we must do something to bring everybody together. But let me tell you this. Historians will discuss it from different level. Whether this particular unification that was proffered by President William V.S. Totman, whether it was sincere or it had some political motive. There are others that will tell you it was politically driven and not driven on the basis of truth unification. That's how some people will argue. Some school of thought will tell you President William V.S. Totman wanted to have what we call absolute control. And to do that, there was a need for him to be able to have the so quote unquote native under his control, and also the educated or the civilized under his control. So to do that, this program was proffered. Not really with the intention of really uniting the people, but with the intention of wanting to have absolute control. Others will argue, and others will say that. What the other people on the other side will say, no. President William V.S. Totman saw the great line of division, saw how, in fact, the country was being deeply divided. Those people who refer to themselves as Congo decided to hold on to themselves all of the privileges. And those who were the natives, they were never involved in the governance of Liberia. They were never involved. These people were just on the peripheries. They were looked at as almost like in their own country. The natives were looked at as people who were completely different from Liberia, almost like they were in different world all by themselves. So he being a president, one would say one of the indigenous president, knowing very well what the people went through, the suffering and etc., decided that look, it is about time that we bring our people together so that they can also benefit from what our nation has to offer. So that at the end of the day, we can avoid confusion, conflict. Let's bring people together. Other school of thought will say that. But it's up to you where you are coming from and how you look at things. And I will appreciate however way you look at it. However way you look at it. So all throughout our dispensation, since the 1960, when this particular thing called unification was enacted into law by an act of legislature, 1960, under the regime of President William V.S. Totman. Various leaders have tried to bring people together and blah 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 and stuff like that. But I want to tell you that all of these attempts has been cosmetic. All of them has been cosmetic. One of the person that took a serious approach for what we call national unification, and I must give credit to him, was President Tolbert. National unification is not sitting down, eating, going on beach, and enjoying yourself and come and sit down and make speeches. National unification must be seen as a practical approach. So President Tolbert took a very serious approach to this national unity or this unification. What did he do? When President Tolbert took over, he decided that look, it is now time that we start to work with the indigenous. Because remember now, he served as vice president under President Totman and saw how all of these things, they were just charade. So when he took over as president of the republic, he decided to take a practical approach. In fact, that was one of the reasons he became unpopular with his own people, quote unquote. You know now, or do the day you know, his class of people. the political elite. That was one of the reasons he became unpopular. Because his approach for national unity was not just sitting down, calling for one program, people clap, people eat, people dance, and people go away. His own ideology for national unification is that, look, we must be able to bring our brothers on board. They too must be part of the governance process of this country. Let them also be given an opportunity to lead, in sensitive areas. Let them have the opportunity to acquire the education that they're supposed to acquire, and they must not be denied. So, because of that, President Talbot also, to some extent, became unpopular with his own people, because his people never wanted, they just wanted the thing to be muffed up. Oh, unification, oh, unification. They never wanted a practical approach. So we saw what happened under the regime of President Talbot, encouraging, even having discussion of multi-party, trying to make sure that he can encourage multi-partyism. Even though, according to others, they said the progressive, it was that slow, and it was, not really, practical. They were playing fun. Yeah, Moja there around, Pa there around. But I think he took a serious approach. So fast forward, like I said, yeah, on the surface, we are not going in depth. Yeah. Not teaching here. We're not going in depth. We're coming to discuss politics. So fast forward, we saw President Talbot going, and His Excellency, the late President Samuel Kando, took over. Again, what did we see? We see another attempt to bring people together. But again, at a certain point in time, the same revolution was again hijacked. So again, the issue of unification became a lip service thing. We have program, we enjoy ourselves. Oh, holiday, we go around with Sunday. Where we had the government to some extent were dominated by people who over the period had been disenfranchised and denied opportunity. Where there were certain people, we all know of the story of, what happened, where people were placed on poll, blah, 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 and stuff like that. We move on. And after President Samuel Kayando, I will not talk about the interim people, because their own. We saw the coming on board of a man called Charles Taylor. Again, the issue of unification was just, muffed up. We have program. Then from Charles Taylor, we saw Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. Again, the issue of unification between how you call somebody will say, a kind of just flamboyant lavish lifestyle at that particular day. People enjoy themselves, make big speeches, declare holiday, and we go. But the true essence of national unification was never seen. That approach was never given. So we left from Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf and Joseph Newman Boakai. Because we all know what happened during those periods. There were political leaders who were denied. Some of them, they were even chased. Simeon Freeman, for example, was chased out of Liberia. People who had critical views of the government, they were made to disappear. You all know of the story of how you call Harry Greaves, and etc., etc. And other political leaders were never given an opportunity. But we saw something happening during the era of Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. A true unifier emerged. Madam, look, let me tell you, who told you that the devil don't know good thing? Who told you that the devil don't know that God has the power to subdue him? Who told you the devil don't know when they see good thing? They know. They know. This is the reason why people with so much potential to help the family, so now you see all kind of funny thing happening. So even people who are bad, when they see good people, they can recognize them. They know them. Let me repeat. The people who will say they are bad, they are not correct. When they see good people, they know good people. Bad people know good people. They know people with good heart. They know people who are sincere and earnest. And so, therefore, in order to unite the country, Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf looked around and saw that the best person that could do this to unify the country, honor her government, was His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah. Bekugbe, Segosi. That he was the right person. Let me put his picture here. Let me put His Excellency picture here. That he was the best person to unite the country, to bring his people together. And guess what happened? Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf said to him, Ambassador, you can serve as the peace ambassador of Liberia. We saw President Weah taking practical approach towards unifying his country. We saw that practical approach. Where there were times that people were dissatisfied and disenchanted, they were dissatisfied. Where we saw President Weah taking what we call a practical approach. A practical approach. And what is that practical approach? What is that practical approach? Let me see. You're sorry. You're sorry, my people. You're sorry. You're sorry, receiving all kind of different messages. So sorry. So at the end of the day, we saw President Weah putting people together when there were times that people were seriously disenchanted and the nation was at the verge of total collapse. We saw His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah saying that no, we cannot spoil things in this country. We cannot devour this country. We cannot destroy this country. We must remain united. All of us know of the famous November 7, 2011. We know what happened when seditions were killed. When the nation was at the verge of collapse, he was able to take siege of the situation and call for peace and calm. All of us know the Early Step Down campaign. The Early Step Down campaign that was, organized by some other group of Liberians. Vendela Patro was part, Moluba Bolus, some other people were part of it. At the end of the day, it took His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah to intervene. A true unifier is His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah. Fast forward, fellow Liberians. Fast forward. I'm sorry, I'm receiving some messages from my also era there. You're sorry, my people. You're sorry. You're sorry. So at the end of the day, we saw what happened. Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf left, and then His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah took over the nation. He took over the nation. It was when we saw true unification. It was when we saw a unifier in persons of His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah taking what we call an unprecedented steps to unite his people. So what did he do for this national unity? The first thing that President Weah did upon winning the election, he called everybody, all political leaders, those who ran against him, those who said things against him, and etc. etc. He called everybody and said, look, my people, Liberia is for all of us. It was under the regime of His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah, the first month in his regime, he called all political parties and said, my people, after elections, there are mixed feelings. We said things to each other. Some of them we had no business saying, but we are brothers. Liberia belongs to all of us. President Weah said, I win as a president, but this win is not my win, it's our win as Liberians. I don't know if I should bring the video. I don't know if I should bring the video of that. I think it's important that I bring the video, right? Let me see if I can get it here. Sometimes when I'm talking, I like to bring the video so we can see it. Yeah. Let me see if I can bring the video here. Let me see if I can bring the video. Let me see. Yeah, just bear with me. You know, some of these things. So now you're checking in your file, you know, to get things and be able to bring it up. Sometimes, you know, it's that kind of way. So just bear with us while we try to locate what we're supposed to locate, and then be able to, okay, just bear with me while I try to, let me see. Just bear with me. Let me see if I can, let me see details in my, okay, fine. Let's see. Okay. Just bear with me. I want to bring this here so that all of us can see it. Okay, okay. Bear with me. Ruling calling. Okay. Okay. So just bear with me. I want to bring the details here of that particular stuff. So just be a bit patient. Let me just get you that information. Let me see. Details in marriage. Let me see. Just bear with me, please. Political parties. Okay. Okay. Sorry. Let me see. Only the 20. Let me see. 2020. What? Let me see. I want to bring you the video instead of just the what do you call it? So So just bear with me while I try to bring you this. I want to bring it from one of the newspapers. I want to bring it from one of the newspapers for you. So sometimes, bear with us, please. Yeah, bear with us. Okay, let me go to front page. I'm looking for the video here, but again, no problem. Yeah. No problem. Let's see right here. Okay. Okay, so let me just proceed. Bear with me, please, my people. I want to bring you out that story. Let me see. Yeah. Yeah, bear with me, my people. Sometimes, we want to just bear with me. Let me bring it here. I want to bring you the video for you to see the video. I just don't want to bring you, the whatever, but I want to bring you the video. So it is the video that I want to bring you. Okay. Sometimes, it is what it is. 21. Uh, okay. Well, anyways, I will take time to find it. I don't want to waste time. The information that I'm giving, it is authentic. So, I just wanted to back it up with some level of video. But I know every one of us, are seeing it, and we are all witnesses to it. So let's see if we can come here, bring you here. Okay, so I'm just bringing you the story. What I'm going to do is just to bring you the story. Let me bring you the story right here instead of trying to bring the video, because I can't right now get hold of the video. So I will bring you the story. So let me bring you the story right here. Today, as we celebrate Unification Day, let's see President Weah approach in unifying his people. Let's see the approach that President Weah took in unifying his people. So here is it, a courtesy of All Africans. It's a kind of newspaper. It says, we are met with oppositions. Eh? That was in August of 2018 when he just took over. You know that, right? In August of 2018. President Weah met with opposition. I'm going to read a few bars of it. It's right here. It's right here. Barely 4 days after proposing to hold a one-day national forum with opposition political parties, President George Manneh Weah on Thursday met with more than 20 political leaders or opposition political leaders, representatives. Speaking during the opening of the forum, President Weah said his decision to meet with the opposition community is geared towards advancing ideas that promote the spirit of national unity. Yeah. Hey, man. 2018. I really want to get the video. My people, I want to get this video. Yeah, let me be playing something while I get this video. I really want to get this video. Yeah, so just bear with me. I really want to get the video, but it's here. You can see it right here. It's not something that I'm making up, but I just want to get the video so that it can serve as let me see position 2018. Some of these things when I keep it in some file, I can't really with political parties. Let me see. Just bear with me. I really want to get the how you call it, the video. Yeah, I really want to get the video. I want to get that video, but I don't know. My hand is not. I can't just lay my. Let me see. I can't just lay my hand on that particular video right now. I don't know. For some reason, I'm not seeing that video. Yeah. For some reason, I'm not seeing that video, but for some reason, I'm not seeing that video. Yeah, that video is what I'm not seeing. I really want to see that video, but unfortunately, I am not seeing that identical video where he had a meeting with opposition leaders at the foreign ministry at the time. At the foreign ministry at the time. I don't know. I'm not seeing that identical video, but no problem. We will continue. We will continue with our explanation of it. We will continue with our explanation of let me see. I can't really get this. I'm trying to really bring that video, but unfortunately, I can't get the video. Yeah, I get a video here, but it's like it's somewhere that I can't really readily put my hands on right now. Yeah, I can't put my hands on that identical video right now. I can't. So just bear with me. I will try to find it. And maybe tomorrow in our deliberation or in our panel discussion, I will definitely be able to play it. I will take my own time, search it out to see, and then I will bring it so all of us can be able to watch it. So, President, we have met with opposition leaders, opposition political parties. He met with them. So here is it. It's right here in on in 2018 when he just took over August 17. So he met with these leaders. It's on the page here, All African News. Let's go down. You see it right here. You see here, right here. Let me copy this and then put it right here. Some of you will want to, maybe you will want to read it as a reference so that let me copy this and let me pin it right here. Let me just put it right here for all of us. Okay, so I'm just going to put it there. We'll do the research. So here is it, fellow Liberians. When President William met with, opposition leaders, that was in 2018 when he just took over. He met with opposition leaders. Now, what was that meeting intended for? What was the intent of that meeting? The intent of that meeting was not just to talk, but it was to cement a real unifying relationship, an honest relationship that the opposition will see the presidency not as a gugume, but they will be open to approach whatever ideas that they think that can be used to move Liberia forward. So he met with these opposition leaders and they had a very fruitful discussion. Not only that he met with the opposition, leaders at the time when he just took over, but he decided that, look, I am the president of the Republic of Liberia. So therefore, we must be able to include our brothers in this governing process. Once our people are qualified, they must be included. Let us all work for the betterment of Liberia and not for a particular political party or an individual. And so, because of that, we saw people in the opposition that held key positions in the government of President Weah. In fact, people who even insulted him said we will work together for the betterment of this country. For example, we saw Madam Mary Bro working in the government. We all know Mary Bro approach. To the extent Mary Bro was used to even break down the statue of President Weah on Broad Street. When he won, the war best. You all know that statue that was on Broad Street. That were not hammocking nobody. Mary Brown break that statue and she says so many things, that I don't want to make mention of here. At the end of the day, Madam Mary Brown was retained in the government to serve as GSA boss. Not only Mary Brown, Madam Cecilia Coffee Brown. Madam Cecilia Coffee Brown, who was at the National Port Authority, was retained. It was Madam Cecilia Coffee Brown that told President Weah, say, look at your foot. It's better than your head. But when President Weah took over a serious approach for national unity, he said the country here for all of us talk during the election time. I thought we were talking, elections are over. We all need to come together, unify the country, and move forward. So we saw Madam Cecilia Coffee Brown at the National Port Authority. Later, she became the National Housing, National Housing boss. Not only that, we saw the Agriculture Minister of the Republic of Liberia, Madam Cooper, who fiercely opposed President Weah and said things about him. At the end of the day, when President Weah became president, he said, look, Mama, we're looking for best brains. Forget that thing that you said. We had our own time. And he brought her on board as Minister of Agriculture of the Republic of Liberia. The Internal Affairs Minister, Vanny Salif, who campaigned vigorously against President Weah. At the end of the day, we saw Vanny Salif maintaining his position in the government as Internal Affairs Minister of the Republic of Liberia. We can go on and on and on and on and name people who opposed President Weah, but they still worked in the government of national unity. So we saw a practical approach taken by President Weah, to the extent that we even had what we call economic some kind of symposium, where he even sent letters out to political leaders. Mr. Alexander Cummings was one person he sent letter out to and said, Mr. Cummings, we want you to be part of this particular process, this economic reform of our country. Be part of the process. We saw Alexander Cummings. You remember when he wrote that hell about communication and said he was out of the country, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to go through all that. But he did not attend. So what we saw on the part of President Weah was practical approach. Now, let us even come to the government itself. When President Weah took over, he decided that, look, the country here for all of us. Joseph Numa Boakai served as Vice President of the Republic of Liberia. Joseph Numa Boakai, he served as Vice President. It doesn't mean that this man is an enemy to me. What do? Let's give him the due respect. President Weah pay courtesy to Joseph Numa Boakai. Yes. Let me just. Okay, just bear with me. Sometimes I like to bring these things. I like to bring it to all of us for all of us to see. But anyway, it is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, it is what it is. Sometimes when you're talking and want to bring the video readily, like turn the video now, can start giving you hard time. Sometimes you can't even see the videos. You don't even see it. But anyways, it's no problem. The major thing is at least all of us are aware that it happened and we can all remember, these events or these various incidences that we're making. Let me see. We are making reference to. So we saw President Weah. Okay, fine. That's good. You want to get it. This one I get it here. Yeah, this one I get it. That's also something I like to do. But anyway, sometimes who some. So let's see a practical approach of national unification. Okay, here is it. Let's look here. I'm going to take the sound. Now, this is what we call unification. This is what we call a practical approach. This video that you are looking at is His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah, after winning the election as President of the Republic of Liberia, decided that, look, this thing here, we should not get to unification in our mouth. Let it be practical. So His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah drove to the home of Joseph Numa Boakai. Here is it. Let me take this here so we can see it. It's just about 4 minutes, so we can take a look at it. Here is it. You see that? This is what we call national unity. This is what we call a practical approach to unite leaders in the country. This is it. You see that? This is what we refer to as a practical approach to what we call unification. Not just morph, not just talking and no, it's you must take the approach. You must do it. Let's see it. You see that? President we are presenting gift. Here is it. I want you to watch this. We're talking about unification. A serious approach from a leader to unify his country. Look here.
Happy New Year. I came to introduce my wife to you and we've been neighbors for a long time. It's my first time coming here. And I just want you to know that we're all working together.
We'll continue to work together in whichever way. This country is to be built by all of us, like you, no matter who is at the top. So I just want to reassure you that I mean every word, that I'm committed to the cause of this country, and I will not mince my words, and we'll continue to do whatever we can to uplift our country. Everybody in this case is a winner. And so I can just reassure you of my commitment here. And we'll continue to work together to improve the condition of our people. So thanks for the visit, Madam.
Now, you see what we're talking about? This is what we call unification and a practical approach. So knowing very well that he won an election, say, look, people will feel bad. What do? Do I sit down in my comfort zone? Let me go be the first to take that approach. So we saw President Weah taking that particular step and say, look, let me take my family. Told the man who we just participated, and unfortunately he did not win. But in all, we are all winners. And President Weah said it in this clip. He said, all of us are winners. Nobody is a loser. Nobody lose. All of us are winners. He said, all of us are winners. Nobody here is a loser. Nobody here is a loser. All of us will win. So at the end of the day, this is what happened, fellow Liberians. Let's go there.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you so much.
I'm glad to walk by my neighbor to say hello and Happy New Year. It's a special day for us. The campaign is over. There is no winner here. All about Liberia. And we will work together.
Campaign is over, and there is no, loser here. There is no win. All of us will win this thing here. That's the voice of President Weah, His Excellency. That is President Weah. A practical approach to national unification. Taking the bull by the horn, somebody will say. Stepping out of your comfort zone. President Weah drove to him. I said Joseph Numa Boakai drove to President Weah. President Weah drove to Joseph Numa Boakai. Took his entire family and his team and said, let's work together. To the extent that he even told Joseph Numa Boakai, bring people on board so that all of us can work together. Even the son of President Weah was working in the government. President George Weah said, let's go ahead. The son of President Boakai was working in the government. Today, what is Boakai doing for this particular national unity? I don't waste my time to listen to Boakai's message on this day. A man that can't even pick up phone to even call former leaders. I don't waste my time to listen to Joseph Numa Boakai stuff. No. Because I already know who this man is. A retarded, hateful, very vindictive old man. I know who he is. So I don't waste my time. I can close my eyes and can easily guess what his line will be. Because one, he is a pathological liar. This old man lied for dinner, breakfast, and supper. Lying is part of his life. He is vindictive. So anybody who lies, who is very vindictive, what do you expect from this man? Nothing good you expect from him. So who told you there were not cell phones when President Weah won the presidency? There were phones all over. You could pick up a phone to call Joseph Numa Boakai on the line. Say, hello, Mr. Former Vice President. Oh, we yell. Thank you, blah, blah, blah. But he took the practical approach by going there. Does Joseph Numa Boakai have that heart to do it? You see, while under President George Manning Weah, the country, to some extent, we could feel the presence of unity. You see, while under President George Manning Weah, the respect for the rule of law was there because he wanted to unite the country. Let everybody work independently. But today, look at what we are looking at. The behavior of Mr. Boakai is even counterproductive to the word unity before I'm even talking about unification. How will you unite the country? When the people who cause pains on us, Francis Akila Nyimale, who ordered the killing of another person who is a Liberian but has a different political persuasion, and you look at the man you think you carry into, how you call the place, a Ministry of Internal Affairs, you think we'll have real healing and national unity under this particular vindictive old man? You think so? When there are other family members who are crying and you get somebody, an idiot like Queen Johnson, who on a serious note can even change, whatever good, or she will be passing around and doing nonsense. She's sitting there and people looking. After unaliving a brother, the videos are here. They are there. Is that national unity? Is that national unity? When people are killed on a daily basis, look at our people in Grand Cape County. You murder our people in Grand Cape County. Up to today, nobody is held responsible for that particular action of killing our people. Then you talk about national unity? No, then you want to talk about national unity? No. You are talking about national unity when police are killing our people on a daily basis. Look at what happened quite recently. A police commander unalive a lady, and that is not his first time. That is not his first time. He has done it on so many occasions under this government. Walk away free. Oh, you talking about national unity? That's what you talking about? When the institutions that are supposed to be promoting national unity, you are fusing it with hate. Look, let me tell you something, whether you believe it or not, government is the key partner to driving what we call national unity. Government is the key partner, is that key force that can initiate national unity. With these things that are happening, can we classify the current atmosphere as an atmosphere that will encourage unity? No, it can't. When people who are seditions, only because they are seditions, and they voice out their indifference with certain things, you talk them from there. Then you talk about national unity. Joseph Numa Boakai should be ashamed of himself. If I'm in Liberia now, organize a protest, so Joseph Numa Boakai, you don't even have the ability to open your mouth and make mention of the word unity. No, you don't have that particular that energy. You don't have the charisma, the credential to open your mouth and talk of the word unity or even make mention of the word unity. You should not be talking about it. No, you shouldn't. Because your action alone is even dividing us more. Almost all of the branches of government, they are all in some kind of confusion. Look at the House of Rep. You went there. You caused division right there. Look at the Supreme Court. You went to the Supreme Court. Disrespect the Supreme Court. People who are just, finding their daily bread. You ran after them at the executive mansion there. You say, President, we have brought them there. Then they were working in the executive mansion, almost about 200 plus of them. You put them down. How much they were making? So much. Some of them $150, some of them $200. You put them down in the name of that president. We have brought them. They are sedition. So the action of Mr. Boakai is not even something that can point to national unity. This old man vindictive and very, very, egotistic behavior is even dividing our country further. It's dividing our country. Oh, yes. It's dividing our country. We are not seeing anything like a united Liberia under Joseph Numa Boakai. People's rights have been taken away. You know what brings unification? Is when you respect the rights of other people. Look at what happened at LTA. Joseph Numa Boakai swear to a man, Tete Water, say the people then will not be there. Court, send paper, say, look, oh man, you know what happened? Lead the people, then do what is right. He said, okay, I'm coming for you. You say you're suspended. Joseph Numa Boakai has institutionalized hate in the country. Since Joseph Numa Boakai took over, he has not taken his phone. President Weah, how are you, sir? Or how are you, my son? Let me not say, sir. Let me say, my son. It's almost like Joseph Numa Boakai has become the president of Liberia to exterminate the CDC political party. Running behind people who worked in the CDC government. Look at what happened. Her own relative, Steve Zago, that was our immigration. He removed Steve Zago because Steve Zago did not break the law by putting handcuff on Samuel Tuehe to drag him in jail. He did not. Then at the man you say will unite the country? Liberia is in a mess. We saw the serial approach from President Weah. Look, during the time, the era of President Weah, we sedition could identify with our brothers from on the other side. On the Unity Party end, there were members of Unity Party. Used to be in my inbox at the time when the CDC government were there. Oh, we talk, we lecture, we have good conversation. Take for an example, some of you, if you observe this, you know that at the time the CDC was in government, every time they report in my page, Look now, what is happening? Every time our brother will report to my page, the reporting page. When last I ever been on, you hear say, oh yeah, the man, the page, this, that, the other one happened. No. No. Right now, as I speak to you, so at the end of the day, there was this unity among us. We had conversation, we talk, do whatever we can do, and we move on. As brothers and sisters, we saw that during the regime of President Weah. You could see members of the opposition unity party at the time or other opposition political party rubbing shoulders with people who were serving in government at the time. A Mo Ali, who is a Mo Ali, he was even helped seriously by our government. There were members in our government, key government officials who were helping some of these people around here that we knew. Even some of us, they could not even help us, but they were helping these people, which is okay, which is fine. You can choose to help whoever you want to help. That's it. That's your business. But look at today. Are you seeing that kind of harmonious relationship that we had in the past when the CDC was in government? Is that what you see? Members of the ruling party now, when they hear somebody is a sedition, no, they're running after you. How you call someone a hungry lion and see someone a lay antelope. They're running after you. Our brothers at MCC, they took them from job. Josiah Joker, look, Josiah Numa Boakai just employ his people and say, you know what happened? Your first mission is to make sure to go after anybody that bears the mark of CDC. Look at our sister, for example, Kolu Sumo. When she was agenda, their plan was to disgrace and suffocate her. At the end of the day, like she is not a Liberian, she was forced to resign. Look at what happened to Emma Glasgow. Emma Glasgow, who served under the regime of Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, and she came on board, and we incorporated her and said, look, let's work together. Only because she worked in the CDC government, Joseph Numa Boakai fought her to no more nonsense until they move her from there. They move her from there. Let's look at Swakoko. Swakoko Dennis. Roosevelt Swakoko. I'm sorry, how you call Rostalin Swakoko Dennis. Look at Rostalin Swakoko. Look at, just name some people. Look at all these seditions that are working at LTA. They took all of them from there because they were in the government of President Weah. Then you talk about national unity. Just spare me that other Sonny you're talking. You're talking Sonny good, let people hear you. You don't talk about Boakai and national unity. Boakai and national unity is just like how you call 1 and 1 billion. You know the numbers that between 1 and 1 billion. When you leave from 1 before you can reach the 1 billion, that's how it is. So when you're talking about national unity, don't make mention of Joseph Numa Boakai. No, don't do that. Don't make mention of Joseph Numa Boakai. That would be a disrespect. That would be a disrespect to the rule of law. Okay. Oh, I just seen it. Okay, I'm about to send it to you. Let me see. Oh, I just seen it. Sorry. I'm just seeing it, Jake. Yeah, sorry. I'm just seeing it. So at the end of the day, look at this. Look at what is happening. Boakai is completely vindictive. The old man is. And Joseph Numa Boakai talk about national unity. Then you believe it. You almost like Billy go say they play what fasting you. And I can't eat anything green again. I can't eat leaf. Because I can't eat it. You believe it? A vindictive old man that can't even take off phone to even call. Phone call you can't even make. In talking about national unity, when last you saw Joseph Numa Boakai calling opposition political parties together and say, look, let's sit, let's discuss. When last? When last you see Joseph Numa Boakai standing with any opposition, a fierce opposition that oppose him? Never. I remember during the years of President Weah, he met with Costa. He met with even Yeke, and so on and so forth. People who oppose him, met with them. But since Joseph Numa Boakai took over, have you seen Joseph Numa Boakai meeting with anybody who fiercely oppose him? No. Are they kind of men who can't talk about unification message and he say, yeah, we listen to him. Yeah, we come in, we get here. That's a mockery. It's a mockery. But fellow Liberian, there's another thing I want to bring to your attention. And this has to do with what is happening in the health sector. I want to bring this to your attention. I want to bring a video here. You know, when President Weah took over as president of the Republic of Liberia, there's something very unique that he did. I want to welcome Dennis A. Rogers. Thank you so much for watching us there on the YouTube channel. I want to say thank you for your presence. I want to welcome all of you. Kindly follow our page there on the YouTube channel. Let me see. Please follow us on YouTube. Let me just bring the link here. We appeal to you to follow us on the YouTube channel. Those of you who are with us, you can follow us on YouTube and subscribe. We want you to kindly subscribe. You know, let's see, share channel. Okay, copy. Let me put it right here. So you can follow us on the YouTube page. You know, follow us on the YouTube page. Let's build that page. Softly, softly, we'll get there. We are not in competition with anybody. The information is going far, wide, and across. So it's right here. You can, you know, let me see. Let me pin. Okay. So let me see. Okay. Okay. So you can, you know, follow us on YouTube. We are on YouTube. We are also on Facebook. You can follow us on our personal profile, Prince Sharif, or you follow us under the Palava Hut on our page, or better still, you can follow us on, you know, our group page there, and you will be fine. So at the end of the day, we are seeing nothing like unity. So I say I want to bring something before I can take my leave. Tomorrow we'll be here. And those of you who also want to join us, you know, to discuss the issue tomorrow, you are welcome. Yeah. You are welcome. You are welcome to join us. Tomorrow we'll be looking at Joseph Numa Boakai unification message. But today let's focus on what we are focusing on. Yeah. Let me see. I'm supposed to go to work. I think you see me doing here. So time I have about 1 hour 35 minutes to be out of here. So let me see if I can quickly bring you this, and then we will be good. Let's see if I can bring you this. So there is something happening in Liberia that I want to bring to your attention, and it has to do with the medical sector. You see, one of the reasons why people got angry, especially those who are supposed to be professional people, hmm, people who, let me see, position medical, okay. So today we are seeing in Liberia something is happening in the medical field. And let me go there so I can bring you this. Okay, fine. That's right here. When President Weah became president, something happened in Liberia. What President Weah did was he understand that our country is seriously challenged when it comes to the health sector. So there was a program that was initiated by President Weah, and that program was worked by the government and other international partners were to train the traditional midwives. I don't want you to believe it. Let me bring you it right here. When we talk with facts. So just bear with me. Let me bring you this. Okay. All right. Okay. Here is it. Mm, 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 mm. Okay. Fine. Here's the video. This was done in 2022. Let me just bring this here for you to see. Okay. And sometimes it can be easier, so just bear with us. Okay. Okay. Now, this is a program that was held in 2022. When President Weah took over, he realized that, especially in the Leeward counties, most of our mothers, most of our sisters, will hardly go to the hospital to go and give birth. Most of these people that will administer delivery was our traditional, midwives around the place. So President Weah said, for us to start running behind these people, putting handcuffs on their hand, destroying, doing this, doing that, I don't think that it is the best approach. But what we can do while we are enforcing the law is to work along with these people, to be able to train them, to ensure that the processes that they are carrying on, they are using safe method. Because these people, they have been with us forever. We can't just jump on and say, yeah, let's go, let's do this, let's do that, let's do the other one. So while we are enforcing the law, we'll also work along with them, we'll train them, we'll try to see how best we can give them a better skill, introduce them to some of these, ways where you can be able to prevent any kind of thing, that will be harmful while administering maybe delivery. So under President Weah, this training of midwives across the country, it was launched. So this is one video that I'm going to play, and I just want you to see it, right? And listen, I'm going to give a few minutes to this video, play it, so you can hear it. Let's go here.
The St. Francis Parish Hall, where midwives are celebrating the Midwifery International Midwifery Day. For Maryland chapter, they are celebrating people.
It's a profession that all my children, I'm encouraging you.
This is in 2022.
Don't be inferior to yourself. Don't say you are
This is in
old.
2022.
Don't say you have plenty children go. I was paying my grandchildren's school fee and paying my own school fee when I was there. Grandchildren have say children. So you can do the same thing. You can get up. Somebody can be a sleep in your eyes, but you can get up. And something I want to tell you about the midwifery profession. It's a profession that this person needs to be trained. And this person needs to be knowledgeable and approachable. We should not abuse this profession. It is a profession that we need for people to challenge it. Nobody will get on their way profession and say, that thing is over there. Please, let us change our ways of serving. Let us change our ways of approaching.
Oh, sorry.
I can say there is clear and open. Do one or two things, but it's a challenge. And that is the game. So we need more people that will come before those something again, that will join the team. Without midwifery, the health sellers will not be completed. Thank you. Wow.
You see that? Let me see. Okay. So let me take this from here. Because the reason why I'm doing it. So there were training conducted across the country, encouraging our mothers that those who are still in the position to go to school, they should go to school. That those who are maybe not in the position to go to school, that they will be trained. So when they are conducting this kind of delivery, they will do it in a safe, at least, in a safe condition. So, Honor President, I get all of the videos here. I'm going to download this video. Tomorrow, when we appear on the panel discussion, I'm sure we'll talk about it. So these people were trained. So, President, we have set up a task force. And I must say this. I want to say this openly, right? The guys at the Liberia Medical and Dental place there, they are doing exceptionally well. And the reason why they are trying is because President we have set that legacy. So when President Weah took over as president, he said, look, while we are developing the sector, the health sector, let's put in place a kind of task force that will go and also be able to expose some of these things that are happening. And some of the reason why you saw Matter then was singing, you get all 20%, we give you 0%. You hammer our vote, we hammer your salary, was because President Weah said, if you are a medical doctor or a health practitioner, serve the people. Do it diligently. The government of President Weah found out that most of these people, they had makeshift structure around. Even though they were working at these various hospitals, some of them, they were not even qualified to even open clinic or to even open drugstore. But some of them, they were brave enough to be operating drugstores and hospitals in their various homes. So the task force was set up. When you see the reason why some of these people, they were saying you get 10%, we give you 20%, you hammer now a vote, you saw medical practitioners becoming politicians and opposition against the government. It was some of the things. Because President Weah said, if you want to do the health thing, do it and do it very well. So this particular task force was set up under the regime of President Weah, which make most of these nurses, because some of them that were working at some of these big hospitals, even at their various homes, they were operating hospital. They were brave enough to operate clinic there, carrying on big thing. Some of them were even operating on people, giving people injection and all kind of different medication. So that particular task force was instituted to go and ensure that these areas are, closed and people be made to account for their action. So it made many of them angry. Many of them got angry. These were the people who were stealing the drugs. Immediately, government bring drugs for you, go and say, no drugs, the drugs finish. The next day, they bring drugs. While you turning your back, you go and say, no drugs in the hospital, drugs finish. When our people go there, oh, no drugs, because they were taking these drugs and carrying it to their homes where they were operating. And these things were encouraged by the opposition. They politicized it. To the extent, oh, they're running behind the hospital people, are running behind that other. Today, fellow Liberians, what is happening under the Boakai-led administration is terrible. Because these people who were made to use their career and politicize things, they felt that now Joseph Newman Boakai is president, we can go ahead and do what we want to do. There is a big problem in the health sector. People are killing people. They have people who are not doctors, they are holding medical apparatus, medical things, and they're damaging people's life in that country because they think that politically they too they contributed for Joseph Newman Boakai to come. So our people are now the victim of these situations and circumstances. But I want to encourage all of you. Tomorrow we're going to be having a very, very, very wonderful time here, 7 p.m. We are going to be on with our panel discussion. We're encouraging all of you to be here, to be with us here. Yeah, we just want to provide, some basic information. Also, I want to inform you that if you live in the DMV area, that is the Washington, D.C., Maryland, and Virginia area, there's going to be a very important meeting on a Friday. On Friday, very important meeting. We are encouraging all of you, if you live in D.C., you live in Maryland, and in Virginia, join us in that meeting. And it's going to be a very wonderful, wonderful meeting. So go on my page. You are going to see the information there and get ready to join us. So fellow Liberian, time have caught up with us because we have to attend a meeting. Until we meet again, this meeting I have to attend. I got to go to work. Bye from my end.